50 is the new 30, right? Well, you can even get it emblazoned on a t-shirt. But here's the thing. I don't want to be 30 again. It was really busy chasing careers, building relationships, and I had some pretty unhealthy habits and mindsets. In this video, I'm sharing 5 things I've let go of from my younger years, what I do instead, and why I feel better than ever, together with a few actionable top tips. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ruth, retired doctor turned health coach, and I talk about science-backed well-being for over 50s women. And if you're returning, thank you. Don't get me wrong, I still love a good handbag, particularly a pre-loved gem, but I no longer overshop for some kind of glamorous fantasy life that I simply don't lead. Reaching the age where you're essentially over the halfway point of your life changes your perspective, and I now crave experiences, specifically travel, eating out, and meaningful conversations. And research backs this up. Experiences strengthen social bonds and improve our sense of identity when compared to material goods. It's also really freeing to just have less stuff, and decluttering has been linked to higher levels of overall well-being. An experience isn't just about the big grand plans, it's about living more mindfully and finding joy in the small moments of daily existence. Now, I know it can feel a bit cheesy, and yes, I'm a massive cynic too, but there is evidence for this. So practicing gratitude has been shown to increase work engagement, resilience, and well-being. So try to think of a few things every day that you're grateful for. I'm going to tell you why dieting doesn't work in your 50s. Back in my 30s, I could eat pretty much whatever I wanted because I'd burn it off in an active job as a resident doctor. And if I gained what I considered to be a little excess weight, I could crash diet before a holiday. I often relied on processed food simply because I was too tired to cook, but I could get away with it, so that was all right, wasn't it? With menopause, everything changes, particularly your shape. So you start to accumulate visceral fat around the midriff, and that's associated with metabolic consequences such as insulin resistance. Our activity levels can also drop, particularly with a desk job. Quick fixes just don't work anymore, and the research shows that at the 5-year mark, 80% of weight lost on diets is just put back on again. Instead, we need a permanent solution, so that's an eating plan for life, and that means improving diet quality in a way that's sustainable. And food restriction just isn't sustainable, and it backfires because if the body thinks it's starving, it will slow down metabolism and ramp up the hormone ghrelin to increase hunger. My approach now is to eat nutrient-dense food most of the time with space for joy. Listen, a pizza every so often isn't a crime, and it is categorically not going to hurt your long-term health goals. Life is simply too short for food guilt. Actionable tip number 2, everyone is obsessed with protein. And don't get me wrong, protein is important, but the thing no one talks about is fibre, and fibre is a superhero for your health. Most of us eat about half of what we should, so try adding in 1 extra portion of vegetables each day. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, I would be really grateful if you could tell the YouTube algorithm that you appreciate my small channel by hitting the like button, and even more grateful if you will consider subscribing so you don't miss my future musings. The joys of not maintaining boundaries because you want everyone to like you. I'm sure some of you have been there too, so let me know in the comments. No more. Experience and wisdom give us the power to say no and to fill our own cup first for the sake of our sanity. We know ourselves better, we pick our friends more carefully, and we're not afraid to let our quirks shine. So my habit of rating motorway service stations with extra points for brutalist architecture, I'm owning it. Authenticity has actually been shown to decrease social anxiety, and it's done wonders for my mental well-being. The late, great David Bowie said it best. Aging is an extraordinary process where you become the person you always should have been. So good. Burning the candle at both ends, as they say. Well, you can get away with it until you can't get away with it. So in my youth, I was fine dancing half the night and still functioning the next day and surviving an 120-hour working week. Now, if I have more than 2 glasses of wine, I don't sleep very well and it's just not worth it. I've learned to rest when I'm tired, cancel plans when I need to, and respect my body's limits, and that includes exercise. Yes, it is incredibly important as we age, but so is rest and recovery. Your body performs best when it's heard, so listen to what it's trying to tell you, and it is okay to be in your pajamas at 9 p.m, honestly. Getting a good night's sleep, so 7 to 9 hours, is critical for aging well. So if you don't think you're getting enough sleep, try to establish a routine by going to bed at the same time every night. Your body will thank you for it, and that is top tip number 3. I was painfully conscious about my appearance when I was younger. I worried about my height, my big hips, small boobs, and let's not even go there with the glasses. And in retrospect, I spent an awful lot of time worrying about what other people thought of me, and that is time I will never get back. I am so done with it because it's just exhausting. Now, if you love Botox or fillers, go for it. Absolutely no judgment here. Just make sure you see a professional who will carry out the procedures safely. But for me, I'm embracing every crow's foot and grey hair as they appear. It's a massive cliche, but aging is a privilege and absolutely better than the alternative. And I quite like the fact that my face is starting to reflect a life lived well. Let's be clear, aging with grace and ease is not about letting yourself go. It's about rejecting outdated stereotypes and misogyny and looking after the body you have now. I work out to stay strong and mobile, not chase the body I had when I was 25. Preserving muscle mass really matters as we age because it improves our metabolic health, specifically insulin sensitivity. The aging female body is nothing to be ashamed of. I love mine because it's my home. There is also a freedom in dressing to please yourself. By your 50s, you have a better idea of what suits you and your personal style, and I will tell you now, if skinny jeans come back, I am ignoring them forever. To conclude, the turning point for me was realising that I need to look after my body, not just to live a long time, but to live well, so free from illness, quality as well as quantity, so I can grasp every opportunity presented to me as well as appreciating the life I have right now. Give the 3 things I've suggested in this video a go. Try eating more veg, going to bed at the same time every night, and make a note of what you are grateful for every day. Come back and tell me if you feel different in a month. So is 50 the new 30? Well, no, I would argue it's better. We know who we are and we know what we like. And there's a joy in letting go of the things that no longer serve us. So what have you let go of in midlife? Let me know in the comments. I'll leave a video here on 5 health investments every over 50s woman should make, and I will see you there.